Welcome to a brand new podcast. And as always, this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Mr. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your business on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Same email if you want to make a donation, a free will offering. Definitely will appreciate that. So show your love and support. That's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com through our PayPal account. We have different links to other affiliates, www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. You can support us that way. We have a Patreon channel, which we have videos, digital artwork, and consulting services as well. www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com. We have a whole wide range of different products. That's men's, kids, ladies' clothes, perfume, jewelry, house products, and much more. So that's evolutionoflondon.com. Also check us out at evolutionoflondon.org. O-R-G. You'll find custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. And finally, www.evolutionoflondon.store. S-T-O-R-E. You'll find games, DVDs, and much more. We ship throughout North America, so that's evolutionoflondon.store. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars from scented to unscented. Now the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, eucalyptus, just to name a few. If you want to place an order, email the company at royalty9international@gmail.com. And you can find them on social media, Instagram and TikTok, Royalty 9 International. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book a consultation, you can email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. Again, that's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. And you can support his merch, www.jaaccessories.com for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. We have a whole wide range of different beats. So once you go to his platform, you'll see other social media sites. So like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And continuing the train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. So if you have just the drive, the love, and just want to support me, pass the information worldwide to family, friends, or foe. And on the same page of the Greatness 19 channel, you scroll down, you see Mr. Evolution of London. That's our educational channel. Well, excuse me, that's our health and wellness channel. So subscribe to that. Mr. Evolution of London. The easiest way to scroll down the page of the Greatness 19 page. DJ Panthro, if you want to book for him to come to your venue, international DJ, email him at djpanthro519 at gmail.com. That's DJ Panthro, PANTHRO 519 at gmail.com. And he have links on different websites or different, I should say, social media platforms for his merchandise. So check him out on YouTube, DJ Panthro 519, Instagram, TikTok, DJ Panthro, his bonus platform, The Real DJ Panthro. Again, that's the Real DJ Panthro, DA. And The Real DJ Panthro, you'll see other links uh, as far as merchandise. A lot of good stuff on there. So he is expanding on that. So check him out. Fashion Fix. Check out the latest and chic clothing for ladies. www.fashionfix.ca. It's Fashion Fix, FIX.ca, for your latest fashion. And you can email the company at FATEHGILL84007 at gmail.com. That's FATEHGILL84007 at gmail.com. Any question, concerns? Kinzo World. If you want to listen to Afro beats, a lot of good music videos of Kinzo World. He have a new single, Adora, ADURA, Adora. And that single is on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, just to name a few. You can check out his album, Kinzo Discovery. Again, you find that on YouTube as well. And if you want him to come to your venue, more Kinzo at gmail.com. That's more MOORKEENZO at gmail.com. That's again MOORKEENZO at gmail.com. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for podcasters, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So information that I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, both of those on YouTube. Rumble.com, just type in the Oracle 19, and finally www.theoracle19radio.com. All right, well, we get into it. I like my let me say this again. My last show, I got about talking about the thinking of white supremacy. But today I want to talk about dealing with police. Dealing with police. And I touched on it with Tyreek Hill, all-star NFL football player that plays for the Miami Dolphins. And he was profiled, racially profiled, arrested, and later released. Millionaire, all-star, Miami Dolphins, fancy car, was arrested in front of the stadium, pretty much, in Miami, Florida. Still, he was arrested, still had to go through the system, but later he was released. What does this all mean? especially for you black men, particularly. Black women too, but it's more targeted for black men. Now, I know when you get arrested by the police, you frustrated, or actually when you detained by the police. I've been through it too. Stopped multiple times in my car, in the streets, walking, in the train, in the taxi, different states. I don't carry any drugs, never sold drugs, never gave an inkling of it, but I was one of many men, black men, of being profiled. This is the norm, unfortunately, especially if you live in the city. No matter how proper you speak English, the English language, you could be dressed in a suit and tie, still stopped, frisked, profiled. And what you need to do or should you do? You will say, Mr. Greatness, what can I do? It's frustrating. For one, when you stop by police, you can't go around, this is my opinion, just, I know my rights. You can't do this to me. I got nothing on me. Why are you doing this? Number one, you're not a white person. Let's get that straight. You're not a white person. Two sets of laws, whether people want to admit it or not. There's black law, there's white law. I must just say allegedly. Where, and I've seen this many occasions in front of me live. White man, white woman is stopped and they talk absolute nonsense to the white police officer. Nothing being said. The police sometimes, a lot of times don't say anything, let them talk, and eventually they sort it out, free to go. You, Mr. Black Man, you already considered guilty because of your blackness, allegedly. So all of that extra talking, I know my rights, because I was listening to Tariq Hill. He was frustrated and he wanted to stay in his car, and he know he didn't do anything, you know, that really warrant him to be treated like an animal. But when you're stopped by the police, this is enemy lines, and you the prey. In their mind, you are a guilty, or they finding something they believe wholeheartedly they got you. They figure you got weed. It's perceived that you got some type of drugs or a gun. And this is how it's projected. You a savage. So there's no need to be talking to them. Bottom line. You get stopped by the police, you already know what it is. If not, you will know. Given your license registration, they're gonna try to play with your mind, allegedly. Try to find something, get you riled up. We're not talking about the good cops out there. We're talking about the race soldiers, as Tariq Nasheed pointed out. A lot of times the race soldiers are gonna be looking for anything to make the charges stick more or add on charges. Resisting arrest, not following the orders of law enforcement, yeah, any little thing to make it stick. So stay calm, give them your ID. They might even arrest you on what they call suspicion that you committed a robbery a couple minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, an hour ago, because that's one of their go-to language to buy time to dig more stuff from you, allegedly. So it's very important for you to stay calm. And even if they put the handcuffs on you, you're arrested. If the cuffs is on you, you're arrested. It's just how far it will be taken. And after they do the paperwork and whatever, then you sort that out. You get the disclosure. You plan your lawsuit or whatever the case. But if you innocent and they detain you and everything, that's when you go to work. Get yourself lawyered up. And again, a paralegal is not paralegal. A legal aid lawyer is not going to cut it for you. Just keep in mind, I know you might can't afford it, but you're going to have to find a way to get a good lawyer so you can get paid. Because like clockwork, every week, every month, because these race soldiers have perfect hate for you, they're going to wrongfully harass you. So you make a negative to a positive. When you start suing the police and getting paid, it's going to take about at least about 5 to 7 years to get paid. Maybe sooner, but depending on the situation. See, they hoping you don't go to court. You'd be discouraged. But if more black people, this is one avenue. Start taking the police, the city where you reside to court, then they will calm down with all of that because they're going to be losing money. But it takes a lot of patience. It takes definitely a lot of time. You're going to have to make sure your lawyer's in order, things you lawyered up, you get all your papers in order and make sure you're not in trouble legally because that's going to affect you. But if you clean, you got nothing to worry about per se, lawyer yourself up, and that's one avenue. If more black people, black men particularly, start filing charges on the city that you reside and the police department. That's one phase. I know that might not be much, but that's one avenue. Again, this is guerrilla warfare. So you have to utilize, you don't have guns and other weapons and an army to go. If you be persecuted, you have an army behind you, loaded up, weaponed up, to go after the police, literally. You don't have that. You don't have that. Not like the days of the late 60s and 70s where the Black Panther Party, well, you do something to them or any black person in their neighborhood, they is coming for you. And the police knew that. The police back in the 70s, early 70s and late 60s, the Black Panther Party was no joke. You mess with black people in the neighborhood, they firing. They coming at the police department, guns up, ready. So they had to change the laws in that era about gun control, and they had to put more drugs in the neighborhoods to get the black people on there so they'd be out of out of their minds, and they won't have the militant attitude as it was again in the yesteryears. So they had to implement drugs and really step it up with the federal government and killing off the leaders of the Black Panther Party or jailing them because Black Panther Party was no joke. So the police nowadays, they feel they can do whatever because there's no repercussions dealing with them. And of course, they implemented new laws where if you in most states if you caught with a weapon, you're getting a lot of years, football years. And then they got black people docile and scared, where they could harass black people and black people want to march. They want to meet up with the chief of the police to sit down and give a story about let's heal together. They get the church to want to bond and make friends with the local police and say, let's hold hands and let's pray together on the racist cop that stopped a black man or even shot and killed a black man during traffic stops. This is happening all throughout the United States, like drinking water year in, year out. Racial profiling, stopping black men, especially. It's been going on for decades and still going on because these race soldiers do not feel there's any repercussions. It's the obvious. They know it's not. So until there's repercussions, and I'm talking about serious repercussions, they will continue doing that. Now I gave you one example dealing with the police, and when they stop you and you have things in order and they find out it's not anything they got on you, they arrested you, they harass you, lawyer yourself up. And again, it will take years. It won't be like overnight. You got to battle, and they will go into your history to find any dirt. So you're going to war. This is war. I call it guerrilla warfare because you don't have no serious weapons. You just have your mouthpiece, and the power of your pen that you have to push out to the public, get the public to know about your situation. Media got to know, it got to become worldwide. Therefore, it will give you the strong enough chance to win. Another way, which that's an old school way, a lot of people, is what the Black Panther Party did. There's a few black people that feel that should be on the plate as well. And only then you have more people want to take that physical approach, I call it, that physical approach. Some people feel that will be a way of them understanding that as well. If more black people start taking a physical approach and not worry about their own physical being, then the police would think twice because they know that if you do something to them or they do something to you, their families is in jeopardy, they in jeopardy, the police department might be in jeopardy. They might have to know that physically, a physical repercussion will be in place. But see, as long as they have black people deaf, dumb, and blind, separated from each other, all of this is alleged propaganda. As long as they have black people scared of white America or North America, scared of the police, the race soldiers, that faction, scared to open up their mouth, scared to fight physically or the power of the pen, just scared overall. Want to try to pray it out of these race soldiers, try to set up meetings with these race soldiers to sit down and talk to them, to try to understand why they feel that way. As long as you get that type of black people, this is going to go on every day, every week, every hour, every month, and certainly every year. So something have to give. It just can't go on like this back and forth. Last year, the year before, there's tons of incidences, so many incidences that go on with black men being racially profiled. I tend to forget because it seems like every month, every year is a new black man, whether he's rich or poor, that is being ostracized and labeled with no repercussions. So, what are you going to do? Oh, you can do something. I mentioned those first two things. Money being taken out of their pockets. See, the race soldiers understand two things: money loss, fatality. They understand those two, the only two, because these race soldiers are violent by nature. So you have to deal with them. They have to know that a threat is coming. Money loss or fatality. It has to come down to that eventually. There's no other way. Whereas, unless you pray on it. Let's be truthful. I mean, white society, the alleged white supremacists, will always say that we should take the high road. Just pray on it, get a bunch of black people at the church, some older black people would sit down and be singing old Negro spirituals, keep our mouths shut, and listen to white daddy say, "Don't worry, we're gonna handle it. We're gonna take care of it for you. It's an unfortunate thing, but we're gonna deal with it." Just show you how much they have been dealing with it because it's still happening. Different states, different countries, especially in the United States, East Coast to West Coast. So, is life really changing? What you say you? It's got to come to a point. Now, actually, the point is now, and people might not like it. Oh, you know what? You promoting violence? No, I'm not. I'm just saying. It's a decision that black people have to make. You got three choices: roll over and play dead, and just trust the process and trust what the white man tells you. We're gonna handle it. Don't worry. We will investigate it. He or she will be on leave, and or we're gonna transfer him, or Most likely they transferred to a new police department where they could still cause mischief. But if more black people start suing to take money out of the pockets of these race soldiers, and do you think, a question I'm asking you, from me to you, do you think we need to take it back to the days of Black Panther Party and start getting physical? Do you think so? That's my question. So some people say that we just have to sit back and read the Bible and wait for the Most High to come. Again, that goes right back to religion. Those two things, that third thing, just sit back and put it in the hands of the Most High and let things ride out. No, I mean, is that working out? That's my question. Is that really working out for you, black people? Just hold the Bible in your hand and pray on it and just wait for the Most High to come to rescue you. And it's been going on for 400 plus years and you're still waiting. Just my question from me to you. You might ask, okay, Mr. Grainer, so what should I do? I gave you two options. That's up to you. But you do have a third option. Read the Bible and pray on it and just wait. Or, number 4, you believe what this systematic white supremacist organization tell you, is just trust the process. Believe in me, I handle that. Hey, that's on you. That's on you. Especially black men actually getting physically abused. It's even beyond just, okay, stopping you, harassing you, getting your license plates, or your driver's license and insurance, and hold you, detain you at the, well, not detain you, well, yeah, detain you at the on the highway while they run in to check on your license plate, see if you have any prior records. It's a little bit different if you outright beaten up and harassed or physically assaulted by the police. Now what you should do? You got those multiple options. This is the life we live. But handling the police is not about mouthing off and saying, I know my rights. Rights is out the window when they detaining you. You have no rights. No rights. No rights you have. So throw that out the window. But I tell you one thing is coming to a head. There's all this profiling and beating up and kicking you around. Can't go on forever. It's going to come to a point where guerrilla warfare or war, whatever noun or adjective you use, those are the two things they understand, these race soldiers. Money loss or fatality. Again, finally, I'm going to repeat. You're arrested. Don't even say anything. I know my rights, please. I ain't getting out the car. Why should I do this? I'm a more. I'm a sovereign person. Please don't go through all that. Just go through the motions, get everything you need to get. Hopefully, you don't get physically abused, and go home and then deal with that, your situation after the fact. So, just a little information. And I think there's a book out called The Black Book, I believe. It tells you more how to deal with the police and you stopped and so forth. And it's good to know some basic law. Basics. Like you're not obligated to say anything to them. Just give them their license and registration. Understand that they try to bait you with words and expressions to get you charged up. So they give them a right to charge you with more crime. So you got to know that element as well. Playing mind games with you. And it's all about getting you arrested, throwing more charges on you. Now you got to go through drama. So, protect yourself. Know some basic laws so when they do step to you, they can't just tell you, hey, let me go and check your car. No, they don't have that right. Most states that know of the city locations. Just go through your clothes and stuff in the car. And you got to keep your eyes on these race soldiers. You never know. See, again, it's war. I always will say this. It's war in these streets, and you are the prey. So be very careful and mindful. It's a case-by-case situation. I can never tell you this is something you can handle. This is what's going to happen to you because it's a case-by-case situation. Depends on how the cop steps to you, the bad mood he might be in, where you located, the city, state that you reside. This is it. So you got to pay attention to everything. Got to pay attention to your surroundings, dealing with the police, so forth, so on. And side note, especially you black men, you better read. Start reading things that's significant. Even laws. Know the basics in your area. And protect yourself. Because if you don't, these race soldiers are going to keep on doing what they're doing. And it's going to go on. As long as we here on this stinking planet Earth. Know the laws. And again, it's not about being a lawyer. Know the basics to survive. So when these things occur, you know how to maneuver. And you won't go for the bait. They will say, can I go and check your car? And you don't keep an eye on them. You don't know if they might plant a weapon or drugs in your car. And next thing you know, you charge. Now you charge with possession. You can't trust them because they say so. You got to keep your eyes on them at all times because they watching you, you watch them. And try to stay calm as you can. Don't get reckless with your mouth, because then now you asking for a possible beatdown, as well as more charges being laid. Some of these base soldiers is ready to start pouncing on a black man and a black woman especially. They got that energy. They're ready to, they on one. So you gotta be very careful, guys. This is war season, and it will never stop. Forever, forever, forever. Thank you for listening.